We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Sharks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sharks offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sharks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Sweet spin. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Auburn Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective...
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
return is brought down at the 33. And your Auburn Tigers will take over.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Myers. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A 1st down for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Great spot. We'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Back to throw, it's Meyer. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's running in the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions or incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Finds his man in the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Now, a fourth down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Sharks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Nifty little dance step. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Myers. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the run, it's Roberts. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The give to the tailback. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Sharks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time, looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Meyer. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Bullock. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Sharks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Afterburners coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Sharks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Poor starting field position here for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw. It's Myers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, what a game-changing tight play. The offense is throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some.
He's loose. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Sharks will line it up on 1st and 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First down for the offense.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sharks.
Touchdown, Sharks.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The extra point.
Splits the uprights.
Kick is good.
They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Sharks, 7.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Meyer. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I love this offense, man. Just staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sharks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working into this.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First down here for the offense. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Myers. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble.
Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And the stomping has commenced. Here comes the two-point try. Snaps it in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Sharks will line up to punt it away. He gets a block. Oh, how did he make that move? Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. Touchdown, Auburn. And the pummeling has started. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give from the gun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going in offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sharks are flying down the field.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
That is exactly what most offenses would do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded and get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave." He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sharks.
Sharks. Number 8 with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking downfield, it's Meyer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. I saw a great example of it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this isn't a...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires and picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the single back. Nice move to keep moving. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Grimes. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looking at a second and short now. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sharks!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. Nifty little dance step. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Myers. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Sharks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Grimes. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
I really like this slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like,
and he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense. First down after the roughing the passer penalty. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. This one's complete. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were
nowhere to go. And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air, it's Grimes. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the